Hello everyone, Andrew here, and welcome to another Donkey Kong themed Game & Watch, the 43rd Game & Watch ever released with the date of August 20th, 1984. It makes sense, you have Donkey Kong 1, Donkey Kong Jr., Donkey Kong 2, so there has to be a Donkey Kong 3 Game & Watch, but what's really cool is that this one is actually of the Micro Versus System variety. Hopefully everyone watched the review of Boxing. If you did, you would be familiar with these already. I actually have this one in the box. We're just gonna have a quick look at that. I like how it advertises the whole, two controllers inside going on there. But yeah, Donkey Kong 3 definitely a little bit different from the other Donkey Kong Game & Watches, which we have looked at to this point. I think it's pretty cool what they did with it. And yes, during this month we'll be looking at all three Micro Versus System Game & Watches, so this is the second one of those. The only one that I have boxed, but I just love the box. It's like so massive. Definitely a little bit different than the other ones just because the Micro Versus System Game & Watches are so massive and chunky themselves. That's what the screen looks like there when I already put the batteries in. You get to see all of the cells lit up, and of course, again, anyone who watched Boxing will know that the whole gimmick with these ones is that you can just flip the cover open like that, and you reveal these two controllers on the inside, which you can then extend their cords, put them through these little slots here, and then close the lid, snap it tight, and you get your own little console with two controllers. And yes, it was noted in the comments, for some reason the second player is on the left, which is pretty interesting, and the first player is on the right, but there was like no standards in gaming back then really. It was a free-for-all of just do what makes sense to you, without there being like some kind of like Bible to follow on how to make a video game console the quote-unquote proper way. So let's get things going on here. And I guess we can set the time, which of course would be done with the controllers that are off screen right now. But just like the other ones, it's very simple. Each controller has a D-pad, which is, your typical D-pad. Very, very nice. Nintendo's always good at making D-pads, and just, a single button. And you can press the time to get a little bit of a demo there. So the whole shtick this time, I guess I'll explain it when we're playing Game A, is that you play as Stanley on the right. So the same Stanley that you would know from the original arcade version of Donkey Kong 3. And DK, for some reason, breaks into his greenhouse. Honestly, I don't really understand, the Donkey Kong lore, or how it works. Like, the first Donkey Kong makes a lot of sense, because he's, of course, based off of, what's his name? Only the most famous gorilla of all time, King Kong, who stole the girl and climbed up to the top of the building. So Donkey Kong is very much inspired by that. And then you get Donkey Kong Jr., which is a very, sensible and I think awesome sequel. Now Mario has captured Donkey Kong, is getting his revenge. And, the Donkey Kong Jr. has to save him. But then Donkey Kong 3, it's just like, now he's breaking into greenhouses for some reason. I have no idea. But yeah, you play as this guy Stanley on the right here, who has a greenhouse, and DK is blowing pesticide to try and get the bees to come over to your side, and when they get too far to your side, they sting you, and that's that. Pressing the button each time, there is a bar at the top. Wow, how did it get it over there so fast? That you use kind of like one segment of pesticide, and then you have to go to the right, which kind of turns your back to all the action, and wait for the drip to refill your pesticides. And yeah, of course, the point is just as Stanley to blow the pesticides back at Donkey Kong before he, blow the bugs back with the pesticide before he blows them to your side. The Donkey Kong 3 arcade game was, again, very strangely similar, where rather than being a platformer like the Donkey Kong 1 and Donkey Kong Jr., where it's more of a shooter, where you have to shoot the pesticide up at Donkey Kong, which, again, not so sure how the story took such a strange turn. But back then, it wasn't really, I guess, too odd for there not to be that incredible consistency between games. The kind of modern equivalent, I would think, of Donkey Kong 3 compared to the others would being kind of be like Metroid Federation Force or Animal Crossing Amiibo Party, where it's just, it kind of comes out of left field. It's like, okay, I guess this is part of the same series, even though it doesn't really feel like the same game. Now, so see, the bugs are always moving up and down, so it's kind of hard to get good shots on them. Sometimes you can have good luck if you just, go into the middle and, shoot all the pesticide and then go back and get more. It feels like it takes forever to get more pesticide, though, but I feel like if you just kind of stay here and shoot, you're usually pretty good shape, but it kind of takes forever, too. Like, man, the pesticide just does take forever to come back. So see, I think I was hitting one of the bugs there, and it actually wasn't moving because it was getting stuck on the other bug. Yeah, man, I'm just getting munched by all the bugs here. But yeah, of course, so if you get 3 misses, you lose, but if you get Donkey Kong 3 times, then that's obviously a good thing, and you get some more points for that. Each time you hit one of the bugs, you get a point at the top. We're somehow up to 35 now. Doesn't feel like I've done that well at all. But yeah. So of course, being... That's the Game & Watch's interpretation of music. So, of course, being a micro versus system Game & Watch, you can use Game B to play multiplayer. And the way that multiplayer works is that for every second that a bug is on your side of the screen, it counts down from 50 down to 0. So if you put 2 bugs on their screen, it will count down even faster. Although, of course, also getting the bug like all the way over to them as well is a good thing. So let's try and get some more pesticide so I can show that. And see, as I don't have any bugs on my side right now, I'm not getting any deductions. So time's going to start going down really fast if they have all those ones on their side. And yeah, that's how the multiplayer works. We can give the one-player mode one more quick try. You also press time to get out of that. And we can press Game A to once again go back to single-player mode. See if I can just get DK once. Please. Oh, I don't need to fill up at the beginning, of course. I'm sure there's probably a way to, move with them and time it properly. Like, that's definitely the strategy. I guess, yeah, you probably want to do, like, a little bit of up-down thing there. The bugs are constantly moving up and down. Maybe you do a thing like that. I mean, if you do that, then you're kind of guaranteed to hit one. Yeah, here's my strat. Don't steal it. Do not steal. And see, it's weird. If one of them kind of gets stuck on the other one, then nothing really happens, which is kind of lame. But yeah, if you just kind of cover the whole screen there, that's an awesome way to do it. I'm kind of getting one over there, but then he hits it back, and yeah, it's really a back and forth. I can imagine it'd probably be a lot of fun with others. This game was featured on Game & Watch Gallery 4, where instead of Stanley, you play as Mario and Donkey Kong, who are kind of battling back against each other inside of a ghost house, using bubbles to try and push boos and potobos, I think. In each other's direction. So it's an interesting interpretation. I always love the modern interpretations of Game & Watch games. It's so fun to see what they come up with. Although, of course, the sad part about that is that Stanley never gets his time to shine in any of the Game & Watch Gallery games. He's always replaced by other characters. There you go. Alright, let's keep going then. This is going well. Like another game that we're going to be looking at soon is Greenhouse. And I believe in the modern interpretation of that in Game & Watch Gallery 3, you play as Yoshi instead. So yeah, Stanley, kind of rejected unfortunately. Not the most acknowledged character these days in Nintendo lore. It was mentioned though, after we did the Game & Watch for Balloon Fight, that, like, maybe it should get a reboot like Kid Icarus did. They really expanded on that universe with Kid Icarus Uprising, and a lot of other Nintendo characters could really use that as well. Ugh, Star Tropics. I mean, at least it got 2 games, and it does have, a significant amount of story and lore in there already. But, yeah, it would be so cool to see Nintendo touch some more on some of its older franchises, too. Instead of just, the old and true ones that we expect on every console these days. You get one Mario game, one Zelda game, one Mario Kart game, one of everything on each console, and then the next console you get one again. I miss the days when it's like, you didn't know how many games from each series you were going to get on a console. On Game Boy, you could get like 3 Wario Land games and 2 Mario Land games and a partridge in a pear tree, and it's like, whoa, this is so cool. But now these days you can typically just expect like 1 game from a series every 5 years or so, and it's like, ugh, so much waiting. So see, it's like, again, it's just like, it's pretty much back to the beginning of where the battle was. He pushes it back. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like there's probably a strategy here I'm not too in tone with. He just pushes them right back. Like, you have to refill and then you shoot. And I mean, I guess what I could do is if I had really good aim, I wouldn't have to go back and refill each time. I could just easily, like, shoot one. But yeah, and then like, how does he get them on my side that easily? I call a jip on this. Whoever gets the next hit wins. That's my rule. I'm not even denying it. Oh, like, he had one on my side, and then, like, I don't know. I'm trying my best. I really can't. Like, I feel like if you have, like, sniper abilities, if you played so much Team Fortress 2, you can just, like, snipe in on them, but clearly not my day for doing that. You can press the time again. Let's see if the demo can do any better. Hope you enjoyed that, though. That's Donkey Kong 3. A really cool Game & Watch. Yeah, it's a pretty difficult one too. I'll stick to playing the modern version on Game & Watch Gallery 4. But hopefully you enjoyed that. Again, the Game & Watch Micro Versus systems in particular, just so cool. And there's still one or more of these to look at later on in the month. So hope you enjoyed seeing that. Hope you're looking forward to more. And hope to see you tomorrow for another Game & Watch review. So thanks and hope to see you then.